Hey, what's up guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to Combat Mission Shock Force 2. Super excited to be back with another battle. You guys really enjoyed the previous video I uploaded, and that makes me really happy. This is one of my favorite games. I did announce in that video that the game was going to be released on Tuesday, which was this past Tuesday. However, the release has been delayed 1 week till next Tuesday, September 1st, due to a few minor issues with Steam. So keep the game wishlisted. If you already own the game, on the Battlefront store page, there's a way to redeem a free CD key for Steam. And there's going to be a link to both the Steam store page and the instructions on how to do that down below. So in the previous video, we played as the British Army. We cleared out a insurgent-held town. It was a very painful and slow struggle. We had little armor support, but we pulled it off with minimal casualties. I'm not sure if 14 KIAs is a good statistic, considering the number of insurgents we killed. I think we got around 84 of them. Considering our equipment and whatnot, perhaps we should have done a little bit better, but I think around half of those casualties died due to a lack of attention from me, so I'm going to try and keep casualties at a minimal. If you do follow me on the YouTube story section or whatever, you noticed I uploaded a small snippet of a deployment zone earlier today that looked very different. The reason why is I went ahead with that battle, and I was so brutally slaughtered by the Canadians that we're going up against in this battle that I decided to just scrap the whole thing. It took me 2 minutes to lose pretty much every asset, and they weren't even that powerful. They didn't even have any main battle tanks, and I'm like, God, painful. So I decided to spare you and myself the shameful defeat, and went ahead and deployed on a different map, this time around with a slightly different layout for myself and the enemy. Not that I've given them any less powerful assets. In fact, I've given them a few more powerful assets, but I think this map in general is a lot bigger. It is in fact a lot bigger, and that is going to give me more breathing room. I was so crammed in and just got my ass handed to me, and that was a painful display. So here we are as the Syrian Arab army. We're going up against the Canadian army. We've played as the Canadian army before, and it was a really good game. I'm going to read to you quickly what the Canadians have brought today before we have a look at our own units and then we get going. So the Canadians today have got one battle group, an independent battle group, right? So they have one headquarters team with a command post. That's an LAV-3 supporting vehicle. They have a combat support company with a recon platoon, assault pioneers with LAV-3s, and a platoon of anti-armor assets. That's going to be the LAV-3, but with the TUA attachment. I do believe that's what it's called. So that's an anti-tank missile launcher. So that's what we're going to have to, stay away from or try and keep an eye on. It's an interesting map. We're going to have to find out where the enemy has decided to place them. Other than that, they also have a forward observer section. They have 3 rifle platoons, a weapon platoon with more machine guns and anti-tank weapons, as well as E Squadron, a tank squadron with 2 main battle tank Leopard C2s, and a few reconnaissance vehicles of the Coyote kind. Coyote, right. So they've got a nice mix. This is an independent battle group with mechanized infantry, recon pioneers, AT teams, recon teams. I think I already mentioned that. Rifle teams, tanks, and whatnot. So it's just a good mix of units. And on our side of the things, we have got one Guards tank company. I believe the battalion commander is right here, or the company commander. So one tank guards company with a total of 7 T-72 M1 Terms-T. So this is like an upgraded T-72. Hopefully it will come in handy. It has upgraded optics and a few other systems that will come in handy battling the Leopard C2. We also have a recon platoon right here with 2 BMPs and some recon squads. We have militia. I thought it was fun to bring in militia. So one company of militia with 2 platoons, so about a half-strength company. Over here with 2 supporting BTR-60s that are going to carry some of the command squads into this first part of the battlefield later on. And then we have 1 main battalion of Guards Mechanized Infantry with 3 platoons of BMP-mounted infantry. These are Guards Mechanized Rifles. These guys have some battle experience, decent leadership. In fact, the Guards Tank Company here are veterans. No, they might just be regular. Okay, I don't think I could afford to bring this many troops in and have them at a veterancy, but kind of makes sense considering the forces and whatnot. And these guys are regular too. So no green skins here, one could say. So it's important because usually when you play with the Syrian army or the unconventional forces, the default is that they're conscript or green in terms of combat experience. They have low motivation and pretty poor leadership. I get that. But this is guards, okay? This is guards armor. And, you know, I feel like if we're going to go up against the Canadians who have high motivation, most of these guys have veterancy and great leadership, excellent leadership, I think we need to be on that same level. Otherwise, my guys are just going to run around the whole battlefield and panic. That might still happen, but I'm giving this a second go on a bigger map with better conditions, and hopefully, we will make some progress. I kid you not, I was slaughtered within minutes of deploying on that previous map that I showed you in the YouTube story. But without further ado, guys, I think we are good to go. One Canadian independent battle group with tanks, recon, pioneers, mechanized infantry, rifle squads, and whatnot. You know, it's just a good old mix the Canadians have got. And I'm quite jealous, actually. I'm quite jealous. And a lot of AT, right? They only have 2 tanks. I have 7, all right? But their Leopards are going to beat mine in a one-on-one, so I'm going to have to use my numbers here. We have a lot more mechanized infantry. Like, we have our BMP-2s with the missiles and main gun, and that is going to come in handy a lot. But once again, they do have 2 ATGM LAVs, and I think I counted at least 4 regular LAV-3s, and their main guns, I kid you not, they shredded my T-72s in the previous attempt. It wasn't even fun. So I've issued a few early orders here to bring up the militia. I think they're gonna be like the meat bags, or not the meat bags, but you know what I mean, like the meat shields of this attack. And I have to bring them up gradually like this because the terrain differs from side to side. Okay, who's this? Let's just get a feel for the troops we're commanding today. This is Corporal Al-Mawalad. In command of the 3rd squad here, we have platoon commander. I think he should be he's a lieutenant. Abu Hassan! Abu Hassan! Isn't that a guy from that viral video? Wasn't that an Abu Hassan? I don't think he's swapped sides. And here is Corporal Faraj. Okay. Okay, so we want to take it slow here. We want to just kind of get a little feeling for what is going on, you know. We want to just take it slow. I was given a lot of good ideas and tips on like when to use hunt and slow. Using hunt in the open is very exhausting. It's good to use in the forests. Some of you guys wanted to see some after action reports. We're going to get more of that going as well. So overall, thank you guys for all the feedback. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try and keep as much of it as possible in mind when playing. I am excited to get back into... You know what was really frustrating as well? I had like 3 heavy mortars on the battlefield. Oh, we got something spotted. Okay. That is an enemy... Oh. Just an enemy LAV-3 guarding the entrance there. If I send any BTRs down this way, it's going to be smoked. I don't think my tank here coming up on the high ground will be able to range it in. But as long as we haven't spotted any other vehicles with all our reconnaissance teams, we should be fine to place this guy here in a supportive position. Oh, we got fire. We are taking fire. Teams are taking fire. We got a number of mechanized units engaging. One squad is down. There we go. Nice. I'm honestly a little bit shocked we knocked it out like that. That was 1 LAV-3 down. Even the good old Western NATO forces can't withstand a good old 125mm main round. And that was nice. That actually boosted morale so much that I'm suddenly a lot happier. For a few seconds there, starting to take those, you know, those autocannon rounds. Just, it sucked. It really did suck. But I'm back in high spirits now as we've defeated one. That's going to lower Canadian morale to a point where I feel comfortable about it. Let's bring these teams up a little bit more to the left. I kind of want to push the militia down the road. Push them over the hill here and then attack this wall, secure it, and then once we've secured it, we'll send in some more units. Maybe it's time now to start sneaking up some more tanks here. So that one's down, which is a great start for the Syrians. Assad will be happy. If not, he's going to call me later and be like, Diplex, I'm very upset. And we don't want any of that. So in this scenario, I guess it's kind of like World War III, and the Russians are stepping in to aid the Syrians and the NATO forces here. You know, developers of Combat Mission, if you add the Russians from Black Sea or whatever and, you know, tweak them to fit the setting, that would be a dream come true. Then we could have some battles here in Syria with Russian forces and Marines and all kinds of NATO forces. It would be really cool. So we took a few casualties here. Now, we're not inhumane. One needs medical attention, so we're going to go back and treat him. Now, what I was saying before things went down is, in the previous attempt that you didn't see at all, just heard about, I actually had mortars, as I said, 3 heavy mortars, and there were no radio equipment. I couldn't range them in. Like, I needed, like, forward observers or something. It was absurd. Like, I struggled for minutes to call in mortar strikes, and no one had radio equipment. No one had sufficient, you know, binoculars or anything. Whoa, that is a big explosion. This T-72 is going ham. I think we just missed that vehicle, and it just pulled back, so the AI is reactive. That was nice. Reconnaissance BMP is moving up as well. We are establishing a good perimeter here, or like a good setup to cover the advance later. All my units are in a perfect position with a slight hull down, with a slight lowered angle here is going to put us at a pretty good spot. I think that tank is in a great spot, actually. Okay, second tank opening up now. What did we just hit? I think we hit a building. So there's going to be a lot of painful and slow building clearings later on. I think most of their infantry, or most of their assets, are probably covering back here. Sorry about the lag. It's the map. We got to take that bridge as well. Oh, enemy LAV opening up at us right now, and that just shows you that was a very, very, very brief moment. This BMP couldn't even react. It's down. Only the gunner is standing, and he's panicking, of course. That enemy 25mm M242 is shredding this guy. I can't do much about that right now, and I don't want to put another BMP in the range of that. And even if I pull up a T-72 and replace this BMP, it's very likely that the main gun is going to do some significant damage to some of the weaker parts of the tank, disable the gun, disable the optics, disable all these different things here, and that is going to render it useless. So even though it's just a lighter vehicle, it's deadly, even to my armor. Okay, try and treat these guys, alright? I know you're pinned right now. We're gonna get the platoon commander out here in safety and just... Alright, we're gonna have to cut our losses there. We've so far destroyed... Oh, well, we're returning fire, though. It's nice to see. Okay, let's not be skimpish on those rounds. Well, let's split the teams. Let's get a scout team. Like, if these two guys with just AKs die, then... that's not the whole world. Alright, guys, we don't have you covered, so that would be a lie. But we're aiming to. These guys will notice quite quickly if there's any enemy rifles here covering the first approach. If not, we are going to have a much easier way to get close to the enemy. Ooh. Enemy LAV machine gun opening up. If that main gun starts firing, we're smoked, but so far so good. We might even be taking small arms fire from different angles. Yeah, there we go. Okay, quick right. Quick thinking. Go. Ooh. Okay, so there's one Canadian rifle team up there. In that building. We see him right there. Oh! And now he is no more. Okay, I get it. You're demoralized by what just happened, but it does actually look like this approach is pretty safe. So we're going to bring up the rest of the team to you. Okay, no. Get down. Retreat. I'm having a massive deja vu. I thought it was cleared. It wasn't. Okay, we definitely have to do something about that LAV, and now would be a good time to push up 3rd Platoon here. In haste. I think if we bring up both tanks, it won't knock us out. But here's the thing, though. We got to bring them up next to each other, because I don't want the left one to not be able to range in on that LAV while this one just gets destroyed. So even if this goes against my combat principles of keeping them spread out to avoid collateral damage or whatever, this is something we're gonna have to do. Okay, are you guys ready? We need to support these guys. Maybe I should pop smoke. These guys fire smoke at a very long range. See, it's gonna land down there. It's even gonna cover the scout team. Are we ready? Okay. I'm gonna be not petty, but I'm gonna be very particular about my orders here. He can see it. Okay, he missed and he hit some of the squad members in front, but I think they were already dead. Just to keep it a little safer, just move back a tiny bit more. This guy's gonna go for it. We have the advanced or the upgraded optics. It's close, but no cigar. I think we might just have to see what these LAV-3s are made of. There we go. But once those leopards come into play, it's going to be a whole lot different. Okay, now you get to tend to your wounded. Okay, you got 2 supporting tanks. You're cautious, but there's no need for panic right now. I can tell you that much. My guards tank company here. Rocking the Canadians. Okay, let's send up the B team here and let's see what we can move over, if we can like approach more safely on that left flank. I also want to find out if there's any Canadian rifles covering more of the left side here. So as much as I don't like sacrificing men, 2 is a cheap price to pay for knowledge, and it's all about knowledge. So we're gonna run them. They're very lightly, they're rested and they're very lightly geared, so they shouldn't tire to run this distance. Okay, we're treating wounded now. Good. Right. Is it time to start inching up some of these guys? I'm not sure. Maybe it's time to send 1 platoon, 3rd platoon on the far right flank. There could be something nasty hiding back there, though, and I'm not willing to really risk that. So let's send 1 team out. I'm learning. Like, you need to get into the combat mission spirit. I think I did okay as the Brits with what I had. The enemy was so well entrenched. Yes, I'd say about half of the losses I took were due to like not paying attention to a flank that took a lot of fire. Some of you thought it was boring, some of you thought it was slow, but most of you liked it, and that makes me really, really happy. Okay, as soon as they pause, we're gonna split some teams here. Scout team. We have time. We have 48 minutes. It's gonna get a lot quicker once we get going. So they got there safely. So let's move the rest of our militia up here. I feel like it's nice to bring in militia as well. A lot of the fighting troops are kind of militia and irregular. Not that these guys are necessarily irregular units. They're not like some random free brigade that is loyal to Assad, but it is I don't realize it, but this is definitely a sensitive topic in terms of even a game. Like, it definitely is. Forward observer back there, 3,000 meters away, an LAV-3. We haven't encountered the, I do believe, the TUAs yet. They're probably further back where they can do more damage against my tanks. And now I think it's time we bring up the next set on the high ground. So we're going to have Guards Tank Company on this ridge, and that is going to feel mighty good. The reason why I'm moving these guys slow like this is because by the time they get there, these guys will have advanced further in to clear these buildings. We don't know if there's any sneaky Canadians hiding around here, but it would be careless of their command to hide them or to just leave them out there in the front without any support. I hope my commanders are conservative with ammunition as well. Looking good, guys. And the smoke, I think, did its work. Now we assault. We assault. Covering fire, guys. You guys have, I don't know how many weeks a militia squad does in training, like 2 weeks or something like that. Not a long time, that's for sure. But basic combat maneuvers. We're splitting the squads. They're moving up the RPGs and leaving the machine gunner and 4 riflemen behind. Oh, we're taking fire now. Small arms. I can't even see the enemy. We don't have any visual, but it's back there somewhere. M249, I reckon, or whatever the Canadians would be using. Oh, and we're still hitting them up back there. That was a... Is that a Coyote or just an APC? Well, we're doing good with our main rounds here. Once again, try and be conservative. We still have a tank fight to beat. They have 22-8. So the T-heat is what we're going to be using. So got a lot of rounds to put on the enemy. Oh, wow. We spotted the infantry squad. Oh, wow. We're pounding them. And it's good to see. I like it. Okay, these guys are going to be a tiny bit tired because I did have them run there. I thought I had them move, but I was wrong. Might as well hurry them up as well so they can rest at the same time. Now, command squad, part of the militia. Is it time to bring these guys up now? Is it safe to go down the main street? I don't know. We are going to have to find out. Where's the reconnaissance squad for these guys? Weren't they back here tending to wounded? Wait a minute, hold up. They are back in one squad, right? They're a full squad. So they're a full squad too, minus the reconnaissance, because they died? Or they never came back. Scout team. I need you guys to rush across the road, actually. Have a look over there. And if it's safe, then we're going to roll up the BTRs and have them kind of move down the main road. Unless there's any more vehicles hiding back there. I don't know about it, but I'm sure they would fire at anything they see. There's a small decline here as well, so. Okay. Commander. Al-Halim. Abu Koman. Abu Ziad. We're going. Okay, you did your thing. You can come back now. We're going to have the militia clear the left side with the guards tank. And then we're going to have the mechanized infantry do this side. This looked pretty clean, so... in favor of getting a bit better combat with, we are going to move these guys up. Infantry in front of the BMPs. You say, why? Well, I say, if the BMPs get hit, the infantry behind the BMPs are not going to be in any significant cover just being behind them. So we best just keep them out there for their ice and their mobility, and then we have the BMPs behind. Because the BMPs, in this case, are not hard enough targets to protect the people behind them. If they were T-72s, it would be a different thing. Or, I don't know. Alasmari. Battalion HQ, you will stay in here to kind of lead this whole thing. We are attacking NATO forces as the Syrian Arab army. This is a very specific feeling. There's something almost devious about this. I don't know why. It's like I wouldn't expect us to do this well. Well, with the right commander, I suppose, but still. Okay, let's assault to the next house. They get to rest a little bit, and then it's go time. We're gonna try and honestly keep this platoon close to each other, at least just maybe tops 100 meters in between. And then we're gonna roll in the armor later as well. But so far, these guys are doing excellent from where they're located, so no worry about that. 1 BMP down, a few casualties. I'd say we're doing goddamn good. But the hard part has not come yet. We have not encountered the veteran Canadian infantry with superior weaponry. We have not encountered the ATGMs. We have not encountered the what do you call that? We've not encountered. There's a lot we haven't encountered yet. A lot of the, you know, the leopards to begin with, and we gotta secure this road junction though pretty quickly, I'd say. Oh, that went over. So it's about to get a lot more difficult. I don't think we have to clear as much of this. I think we can start, like, send these guys to the wall here. I'd rather have them out than in, because if we do get engaged, then it's gonna really stink to have them all die inside these pressure cookers. I like it when they have this parade setting going with the guns in the air. I wouldn't call it a parade setting, but you know what I mean. And it's also really cool to have Al Halim open up and just get a good feel for the battlefield up there. Yeah, you guys got this under lockdown. I like what I'm seeing. And the first platoon of militia are about to actually hit the wall. We're going to breach through here and here and here. As much as I want to rush this, our mechanized infantry is going to be the capture force. And I don't want to tire these guys too quickly, but they should be able to handle some of these sprinting distances. It shouldn't be too difficult for them. Oh, we took fire now on the right side. Mortar, I'm not sure what just hit, but they definitely... It could be grenade launcher, it could be anything, actually. Mechanized infantry, let's go. We don't need to assault this, because I am positive that there are no Canadian infantrymen in these buildings whatsoever. And the closer we get, the more we, you know, expose ourselves to the infantry squads and whatever assault, whatever guns they have to knock us out with. Okay, we can't crush that wall. And I don't want a vehicle on the inside of it, so we're going to have to reform ourselves here. On the right side. Second platoon is not in a lazy manner, but they're just going to line up behind them. That should be good. Let's move up. This is company HQ for these guys. Let's move him up as well. Right there. And we'll leave the first platoon in reserves. They're tired, but we're on the clock, guys. Let's bring up A Company HQ as well. Command squad is just there for assistance. Fire support. You guys are at the ready? Okay, you guys are gonna run a slightly larger distance this time around. But that's no problem. We're gonna put a sniper team on top of that rooftop, by the way. You guys are gonna be ready to support these guys. Okay, as much as I love this position, I think I might have to swap some tanks over. We're gonna leave these guys for here for now, and we're gonna have these two guys come down like this. in a quick manner. I wonder if we can break through the walls with these tanks. First of all, let me find out if we can break through the small one. Yeah, we can. So we might just punch through the walls with a third platoon of T-72s. That would be sick. So they have a lot of assets back here. That is what we're figuring out. Okay, guys, get ready. This is going to be... Now we're going to get into some cool close quarter fighting. Okay, get to the wall. Okay, I need a sniper team. That would be the... would that be the assault team? Would that be the anti-tank team? I'm not sure what it would be. Let's see what the assault team is like. Okay, so that's just that. So, what is this then if I can't split anymore? Well, let's just put these guys on the roof. So this is the assault team. Okay. Hara, hara, hara. Come on, guys. It would be really cool if you could have a more modern Syrian army as well. Whoa! We're taking a lot of fire. Fire that RPG! Oh! He missed. We got enemies in that building. Cover them, guys. We got one wounded. But we're not... Oh, wow, we're like... They're nervous? You're okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. So what strengthens militia? More militia. Do you think we could reach them from this? No, they're in the building behind there. They're very strategically placed. I might approach this from the outside. So let's put the second squad up here and then bring them up together with the armor. They're going to be fighting there. I'm much more concerned about taking fewer casualties playing as Blue 4. I don't know why, if it's some sort of stereotype, but yeah. Wow, oh, look at that. We're really putting fire on them. This is awesome. Cool. So don't panic, guys. Okay. Oh! Watch your goddamn fire, guys. Now the Syrians are coming. We're advancing. Let's combine these two squads again. I think I might have to do that while up there. So they got through pretty... One man down. I wonder if that's worth, like, pushing for. We might... Let's try... So he died. I'm not sure where he took fire from, but let's see if we can... Just took another casualty back here. Got a couple casualties here. These guys are pinned. But the arrival of armor should make it easier to breathe. Speed things up here. Let's go. So first platoon, second platoon is going to be in the rear, so they're going to take your place. I'm going to move you up there. Okay, mechanized. Time to get a move on. Oh. Oh, we're taking a lot of fire. A lot of small arms. We've got people covering from back here. That's nice. So we got enemies in that building. Why are you backing off? What scared you? You have a battalion commander in your vehicle, driver. You got a goddamn lieutenant colonel in your vehicle, and you're backing off? This is Lieutenant Colonel... This is not any Lieutenant Colonel, okay? This is Lieutenant Colonel Abu Koman. And he's like, come on. Lot of fierce fire. Lot of fierce fire now. Well, isn't this awesome? Okay, we're halfway through, but don't let that fool you because it's gonna be things are gonna speed up a lot. Oh, that sounds like my BMPs are getting into it. Now we're gonna give these guys some room to breathe. Nice, they're still firing. We need to bring the first platoon through. We're taking hits here. I think it's safer if we move just straight around the corner to that building. We got the tank support now. We should be good. You're pinned. Okay. We got a few casualties out here in the open, but we don't have time to do that, to deal with them right now. Let's get the battalion commander in there. Let's move up behind the vehicle. Oh! Oh, they're hitting us up hard right now. Oh. Oh, he's just abandoning them. He's leaving them without cover. Halt, 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 halt. You guys are in armored vehicles. You don't have to be this frightened. They could have really low veterancy or stuff like that too. So I kind of understand they're a bit frightened. Just even taking small arms is making them push back, and that is... I mean, I can understand that. Or can I? I mean, I've never been in a war zone, but you know what I mean? Like, I get it. It sucks. Let's try and get this guy back there. Wow, second squad and part of second platoon is just being slaughtered. It's a slaughter! We took a lot of fire. We took a lot of casualties in this breach. They're panicking. Whoever's left is just trying to get out, but it's not like the BTRs provided the support I wanted them to. BMPs are opening up now. We're taking casualties here too, but we gotta get across. What I'm gonna do with these guys is actually rush them past those BMPs once they've established themselves. And we're bringing up, of course, Company HQ. Maybe a main battle tank appearing here could change things up. And the other one, I frankly want to punch through this wall. Let's see if it's capable of doing so. RPGs being fired. Let's get both platoon HQs into one spot. And let's start putting them up here. Now we're going to split them up a little bit differently. Now let's put these tanks on the main street. Slow and steady does it. I want to try and avoid buildings. Oh, they just punched right through them. Oh, we hit him up good here. Is that a... That's the Tau too. Oh, nice. This one's also knocked out. What a weird placement for an elite AI, but who knows? I don't know why they made the choices they did. They did. We still haven't encountered the Leopards yet. Now that you've got tank support, could I expect you to move up? We've lost one whole squad here, so this... Oh, big explosion. The second platoon is definitely wounded. Third squad is pretty much done for. Let's see if we can get this guy to move up and actually, like, care of the wounded. We're taking fire from the left. See, he's penetrated. He's penetrated. Knock it out, knock it out, knock it out. Main gun is down. Main gun is down. And now we're just... Now we're sitting ducks. We need to rush to its aid. Actually, it's not worth rushing to anyone's aid that is practically disabled. This... Or... In this case, a vehicle, of course. Like, if it's lost its main gun, then what can we do about that? We need to bring this guy up here and knock it out from the side. Now we're passing this road. Oh, I knew we were going to take fire. There's definitely leopards back here somewhere, too. Knock it out, knock it out. There we go. So one tank is more or less... It's immobilized. I mean, we might as well just... Bail out, bail out. Hide behind that building. Whoa. There's a squad of infantry here that might have evacuated from a building or something. Can we get them up close? This one's immobilized as well. Oh. They're throwing satchel charges at it, but they're missing. Let's see if you guys can actually... Oh, no. They're so frightened. They're pulling back. What about this guy? If you can utilize your main gun, I think you'll have him. Okay, guards. Guards mechanized. Oh. This one's down. Whatever infantry squad they have here, they're pinned. Like, they're in a really shitty spot, but all my vehicles near it are immobilized, so I can't necessarily punish them for it. And this BTR is just giving up on life. Okay, you're reversing. Stop, stop. Abort all your orders. You can hit him from here. If he just moves up there, he should be able to strike them. Our infantry here is doing what they can. Tank crews shocked, panic, running. Third squad. Okay. So this is definitely... I knew it was going to get more brutal here. Second squad. Both second squads are here from both platoons. So let's just maybe try and play off of that to keep the seconds. And because I think we might have the third squads here on this side are kind of... They're messed up. This third squad hardly exists. But we're never going to give up. We're going to constantly try and push them. Oh. How do I disable the objective markers? There we go. Nice. Trying to go in for some screenshots here and there, but it's definitely sacrificing my tactical ability. Okay. Big explosions back there. Shit is going down, guys. This is a full-on war zone, like that wasn't made apparent anyway. So this is that BMP. No, wait, second. Okay, I think these guys might be coherent. No, this is definitely that one, BMP, but it don't matter. Wow. God damn. So the center is unknockable. This one's destroyed, and this one's immobilized. This one's even knocked out, all dead. So that one rifle squad has taken out 3 vehicles and a whole squad practically. It's an absolute nightmare. We're gonna send up a company. Okay, we got through pretty good. Both tanks functioning. I hope we can fit everyone in here. We can. That's nice. Fortunate for us. Okay, we're sending in all the tanks now. Here's my next plan, is to push these guys down the center and bring Battalion HQ. This is just a vehicle crew. He's rattled and panicked. Let's try and bring him into with these guys. Third squad here is wiped out. This third squad is wiped out. Like, I don't even know what's going on with these guys. Now, one guy's still he's in the building here hiding. I mean, it makes sense. All these guys are dead outside. And it's just a slaughter. And we got 3 men left of third squad. Let's just try and help the tank men at least. Okay, so we got to focus on different flanks here. I wanted to stay away from the buildings, but it's quite hard. I think, and this is just me thinking, I have a feeling that this flank is pretty safe, the far left one. If we approach here on the outside, we could be pretty good. We're gonna have to find out. I'm not sure I'm gonna win. If I capture the bridges, that should be enough to consider it a victory. We got 15 minutes to do this, and we're gonna rush through. Here is the other platoon that I'm just going to rush across this shallow and punch back up there. Here's the thing, though. I reckon they might have their leopards waiting for us there, because we still have 2 enemy leopards that we've not spotted so far. And that frightens me. That means the worst bit is yet to come. And that's when I need my tanks to be at the ready to battle them. Okay, let's secure the street corner. Let's push it up. We're taking small arms from across the river. Affirmative, affirmative. There's one team there. A headquarters team. I think we might have... Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! I didn't even spot that. 1 T-72 down. Oh, another explosion. Oh, they retreated back there. Makes sense. I think we're going to push these guys across the street to clear this out. We can't have... The center is still... The Canadians still control the mosque here in the middle. We got to clear the mosque. We got to secure the mosque. And we have troops here as well that I haven't figured out how to defeat yet. And I think we're going to detach these guys from 3rd Platoon. You guys are going to go on a solo mission to knock these guys out once and for all. That's just how it's going to have to be. I got to focus on so many places at the same time here that it's not an easy task. Now let's bring the reconnaissance down here. And then we got a formation that we're going to push up on the far left to hopefully engage their leopards. If we can engage their leopards, I think we got this win. Shooting at us down here. Whoa. Oh, god damn. Okay, they're going to pull back into that building. That failed a little bit. Leader's down as well. Corporal down. Okay. Let's make it a spectacle. If we're lucky and the leopards are across the river, we can sneak up here quickly and just cover this whole street with the 2 BMPs. And that is if we're lucky. And you're rarely supposed to base anything like this on luck. But everyone's gathered now. We got a good command range of everything going on here. You guys definitely need to tend to the wounded. They're not dead, so... I wonder, did we get the Canadians in that building? This BMP put a lot of fire on them. So I reckon they might be dead. Okay, we're gonna hit these guys at the same time here with everything we got. There's dudes around the corner that we need to knock out. Shoot him! Oh, can he surrender? That was brutal. That was brutal. But we got it done. Okay, run towards the mosque. Let's go. If we can get 2nd Platoon to secure the mosque, then that's a good means to an end here. Okay, we got that platoon moving up there. Okay, at the ready, Commander. Tanks rolling in, okay? Boost to morale. Both BMPs made that, but there's a lot of assets over there. Okay, so let's see if we can rush these guys. In here, I don't think we took any casualties getting there, which is fortunate. So we should be fine if we just bring them over here. I still haven't found their leopards, and that frightens me. I don't know what they're covering. They're probably in the far rear back there. Oh boy. But we're going tank hunting. I swear, like, the enemy's quite smart, of course. You don't engage armored vehicles with small arms. Sometimes they do, but when they don't, I almost think there's no danger. But it's wrong to think like that. And it's quite devastating. That is the first leopard said hello. And they waited so long to say hi that I almost thought they were gone. And that's one squad down. This was a bit of a lazy move. Not lazy, but you know what I mean. Like, definitely not the greatest. In fact, I think the best chance we have right now is to probably push down into the low grounds before they can react, really. Or spot us again. We should be safe from enemy fire if we just make it down to the low ground like that. That's an enemy leopard. Enemy leopard spotted. It's right there by the edge field. Okay, let's go hunting, guys. Let's go hunting. We're going to push him out. We're going to push him out real hard. All these tanks should be able to range that guy in right about now. Yep. We got tank combat. Oh! How can you not see it? Okay, we got one engaged. One engaged. Main gun is down. Main gun is down. One is engaging. One is engaging the leopard. Two leopards. Two leopards. One down. One knocked out. This guy is just rushing up now to cover. What a brave soldier. It's knocked out as well. We hit both. Both leopards are down. Both leopards are down. But it cost us. Oh god. We still have the machine gun. No, not even the MG is usable. Yeah. Bring it back here. Bring it back there. I think, did we just lose battalion commander? Or is he with us elsewhere? Was that battalion command tank? I'm not sure where battalion tank is, but okay, it's not as important. We made it across here with reasonably safely. And what we're gonna do now is establish fire at these guys. Company HQ, let's go. This one's immobilized. That's unfortunate. Taking a lot of fire. Taking a lot of fire. Oh. They're shooting us from the rear as well. Makes sense. Let's see if we can actually tend to the wounded now. I would have hoped that they would run inside. Sometimes the AI does that automatically, but sometimes they don't. We have these guys crawl this way. Just stay low in this by the water. Wow, this is such an interesting battle. Let's get on the roof. Okay, time to tend to the wounded. You got the cover from the BMP. Let's bring everyone up. Battalion HQ can set up over there. Oh, wow. He just died. Don't set up there. We still got people around here. There's still a Canadian squad firing from there. I think if we just push up hard now, they must be out of AT. So let's push up hard with this BMP and face that direction and clear them out once and for all. Okay, now we're engaging the infantry across. That's nice. Both Leopards are down. There is one more reconnaissance vehicle back there. Oh boy. 3 minutes. I think we're good. This could be a draw. Yeah, I know I act quicker. I acted quicker now towards the end. But it's neither an excuse or an explanation, but you gotta be slow at a start. A lot of casualties here. But we'll tend to them later. There we go! With 3.5 minutes left on the clock, the Canadian Army surrendered. Wow, so I'm gonna show you guys the after report. That was awesome. So what do the Canadians have left? They have a nice line of infantry here. Weapons Platoon HQ, 3 section, 11 Platoon HQ. There are a lot of dead here. 1 section, so they held that. These vehicles were a little bit lazily placed. The ATGMs, I don't get that. Look, we even captured the mosque. We got troops on the roof. 2 dead, even. Wow. This was just a slaughter of them. And back here, both Leopards knocked out. And over here they had 7 platoon with Canadian rifles. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This was actually a really cool battle. I really enjoyed commanding an inferior force. I think that's pretty safe to say without upsetting anyone. We did win, and that's what matters. Even though it was a brutal struggle, we did win. And we took a lot of losses. But, you know, we won. And that is what matters. And I'm just trying to get some snaky screenshots, you know. Never hurt anybody. So, we're going to have a quick look at the after-action report as well. I just want to make sure there's no, like, super cool parts here that I'm missing out on. And we even have some people tending to the wounded here, so that's all good. And I don't know if this... I don't think our BMP dared to go up there against that squad. It backed up into the corner here in this courtyard. Interesting. What a crazy fight, indeed. And all the Canadian carnage here. A lot of guys still alive here. So let's have a look at the after-action report. We definitely deployed a lot more units than the enemy did. What about these guys here in the trench? Oh, they're doing what they could. It was. And this one's just... Is it even knocked out? No, it's just immobilized. Okay. Well, guys, what a crazy fight. Let's see what we accomplished. The Syrian... Wow, we lost 89 men. No, wait, the other way around. So the enemy lost 89 men, 90 Canadians died, 31 were wounded. They lost 4 tanks, 5 armored vehicles. So some of those count as tanks, apparently. 38 men, okay. We have 131 men, okay. 34 were killed, so less than half. Very good. More wounded, though. 3 tanks lost and 5 armored vehicles lost. Yeah, I know I'm commanding, of course, but here, I think it would be different if this was a meeting engagement. So in the future, if you guys want to see meeting engagements, that is going to allow the AI to be a little bit more clever with the placements. Otherwise, if we're doing attacks, we could be defending. So that's pretty cool. We've done 2 attacks now. I really like attacking, but I think we're going to give the AI a better chance if we have a meeting engagement or if they attack us. They usually do that. Pretty cool. So we have the Dutch army, we have the US army, and we have the German army to try out. We've played as the Canadians. Now we've faced the Canadians. We've played as the Syrians. We haven't played as the unconventional fighters. That would be cool as well to see if we could beat a NATO army as unconventional fighters. We've played as the U.S. Marines twice, but we haven't done the U.S. Army. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.